first impression of Kelsey when we first met was that she was a lot more attractive than I was expecting. Like we'd been introduced to each other online, but that's only pictures, and you never really know until you see them in person. So yeah, she was a lot more attractive than I was expecting. She was also really easy to talk to, a lot of fun. So that was my first impression of Kelsey. Kelsey's favorite junk food? Probably cookies. Or if you count junk food as stuff you probably shouldn't eat, but you do anyways because it's delicious. Cookies. She loves those specialty cookies from like Soda Rush or So Delicious. Crumble cookie, just gourmet cookies, specialty cookies. She loves those. The one thing Kelsey can't live without, if I were to ask her personally, she would say me, and I'd feel really good about that. But the object she can't live without is probably her phone. She's on her phone a lot. What is Kelsey's favorite physical trait of yours? Of mine? Kelsey, I asked her this question actually probably about a month ago, and she said it was my shoulders. So, if it's changed, I don't know, but that's what she said. My favorite physical trait of Kelsey's is definitely her eyes and her smile. Aww. I just love how her face completely lights up when she's happy. It's just amazing. Who initiated the first kiss? Funny story. Okay, so this was Wednesday after we met. So I was just over at her house. We were watching The Office, and I just got to a point where she just looked at me and like, "Hey, why haven't you tried to kiss me yet?" And I'm like, "Oh, I guess she wants me to kiss her." And so went in. It was a great kiss. And that's that. Although I found out later that Ethan had basically told her she needed to get the kiss out of the way with before we could go on a snowboarding trip together, because that was planned for later in the week. And so I guess the answer to this one is Ethan. Ethan initiated our first kiss. Thank you, Ethan. Kelsey's favorite date, that would probably be that snowboarding trip. We didn't go that Friday like we were planning to because Flagstaff basically snowed out that day. It just wouldn't have been feasible. But the following Monday we woke up at like 3 and we went up to Flagstaff together. Went to the mountain. I rented some snowboarding equipment. We just had a really good, fun day together. And what made it the best date ever was just how much we connected, how much we had in common, just the talk on the way home. When we were driving back exhausted and everything, we just had really, really good conversations. And so I'm guessing she said that was her favorite date. What do I do that really annoys Kelsey? Yeah. I kind of selectively listen sometimes. I'm sure lots of guys do, but when she's asking a question, and I think I know where it's leading, because to me, it's kind of, she's pointing this direction. But in reality, she was pointing that direction, but kind of leading sideways. And so I respond based on what I think it's going to be, and it's not. And so I have to ask her to repeat herself so I can get her full question. And she hates repeating herself, and she gets annoyed, and that's what I do that really annoys Kelsey. What does Kelsey do that really annoys me? It's probably when she's like tired and exhausted and just doesn't want to do anything. She just kind of shuts down. It's hard to get a good response out of her. The only thing I hear is, whatever you want. Okay, whatever. She's just really mopey, and it's frustrating to bring her back out of that spot. But that's pretty much all I can think of. What will your first fight be about once you're married? Our first fight will most likely be something where we find a trampoline at someplace we're visiting. We get on to jump, because she likes jumping. But after about 20 seconds, she's always just puts her fists up and is like, fight! She just starts play punching me, and just so she keeps doing that until I retaliate, and I usually retaliate by tickling her, and she hates being tickled. So after she begs for mercy, I let her up. She starts punching again, and it just keeps going until we eventually get off the trampoline. So that will be our first fight, and I will win. The one thing in our guest registry that Kelsey really wants, there's actually, the thing she wanted most, we already received in the mail. Thank you, by the way. But the next most thing is probably the plates she picked out, the 2 plates, bowls, and cups. They're like really fancy, interesting looking. What's one thing on the registry that I really want? One thing I threw in for me was a toolkit. It's a lot more extensive than anything I have currently, and what I have is kind of not been useful. The last couple of things I needed to fix or repair, so it'd be good to have a bigger, better toolkit for anything I need to fix for us. Who's more stubborn, Kelsey or I? Probably say Kelsey. Sorry, babe. How did we meet? Two better people to ask her there, but we met online. LDSplanet.net, I think, or .com.net. But yeah, I had been on the site for a couple months, and then I see that this cute girl just views my profile. Didn't send a message or anything, but I thought, hey, it's worth seeing if she's interested. She looks like fun. She had a weird profile description though. It was like, my mom made me do this. And so I just thought that was weird, so I asked about it. My response, or my question was like, did your mom hack your account? And little did I know that, yes, that was the case. The mom had made her account, and the rest is history. So that's how we met. But I've kind of come to the conclusion that whatever she eventually does work-wise, her dream job really is to be a mom, to be a mother. One word to best describe Kelsey: vivacious. I like that word. Look it up, Kelsey. One thing that I love most about Kelsey, I just love how in sync we are, how much we get each other. We're not perfect, but just I can be me. I can be a nerd. I can be goofy, and she just loves it. And yeah, I just love how fun and happy she is. And so, yeah, that's what I love most about Kelsey as of this point.